Hey guys, welcome back to Embrace by Life. I'm Lisa, sharing with you my journey into early retirement along with my husband Frank and our dog Buddy. So this is going to be a quick update video on our non-lucrative visas for Spain. The update is we haven't heard back from the consulate yet, but our status in the consulate website has been updated from pending resolution to pending issuance. That's over a week ago that we checked it and it got updated. So most people say that they get a call within a couple days of that getting updated in terms of their status to pending issuance, but we haven't gotten a call yet. So I just did a whole nother video on our house sale, and you can watch that, but the highlights of it as it relates to our visa is we are in limbo. We've only got about 3.5 weeks before we have to get out of this house. We have no clue where we're going to go if we are not going to Spain. We have our apartment already paid for in Spain for 2 months, starting November 15th. Our house is supposed to close the first week of November. So if the house doesn't close right the first week, we'll probably wait until maybe the 11th or 12th to fly out to Spain if we get our visas. Just to give ourselves a little bit of time to make sure that we get our house sale done and arrive, just a day or two before our apartment lease starts. In Spain, it's just 2 months that we have rented, but still, it's prepaid for. So if we don't get our visas, that's money that we'll have lost. And then it's a question of all this stuff that we've got, piles and piles of stuff that if we get our visas, we will be selling and giving away. We've got a pile of stuff to go to Spain, some to take with us on the plane, some to ship. And if we don't get our visas, that'll just come with us. If we don't get our visas before we sell the house, we're gonna have to get a storage place and put everything in it. And then we need to find a place to live until we figure out what's next. So it's a lot of unknowns, and oh my gosh, I just wish we had our visas approved already. But there's a reason for everything. I think had we have sold our house sooner, we'd be sitting here having already gotten rid of everything, and then be like really freaking out that we don't have all of our belongings and we may not get our visas. So at least we still have the opportunity to store the stuff until we find out definitively. Maybe we would have done that otherwise. I don't know what we would have done had we have sold our house a month or two ago, but there's no perfect solution. It's just I wish we knew already. We did put October 15th as our move date to Spain on our application. So let's hope that that maybe will help push along them calling us sooner than later. It sounds like, it's been finalized. We just haven't gotten the call to find out what is happening. So not only is it stressful just packing and moving and selling your house, it's stressful literally not knowing what we're doing. We don't know where we're going, if we're going to Spain, if we're not going to Spain. And then even like once we do get to Spain, if we do, then it's what do we do after 2 months? Like, where are we going to live? So there's a lot more that we'll have videos on. God willing, we get our visas. We'll have a lot more in our adventure. But if we don't get our visas, then we've got to try to pivot, embrace life, and figure out what's next for us here in the U.S. With us having already early retired and not sure how we can afford the health insurance. But we'll figure it all out. I've got COBRA until the end of December. So we've got some time to sort it out. Yeah, and I can do it longer than that too if needed. I think it's up to 18 months. So, but definitely till the end of December, I've got it paid for. So, and speaking of which, with these Spain consulate visas, we already had to prepay our health insurance in Spain. So that started at the beginning of October. So we're sitting here with Spanish health insurance that we've paid for as well. So hopefully we get there and we can have that in our apartment that's prepaid for to enjoy, and not that we enjoy insurance, but to have. So that's where we're at. This is not unique to me. If you're on Facebook, on some of these NLV visa Facebook groups, you'll see that this is the story of many of our lives. So if you are looking to move to Spain. And maybe you've been watching some YouTube videos of people who have moved and how wonderful and easy it is. This is a more realistic view of how this works for someone who's actually trying to sell a home and time it all. And you have a dog. I still haven't talked about that. We have to figure out how to get Buddy over, not even knowing if we're going yet. There's time frames that are involved. If he needs additional shots, it's got to be within 21 days of traveling. So I'm down to the wire with just 3.5 weeks to close in our house and about a month before we would hope to move to Spain. So a lot happening over the next week and a half. I'm also going to go and visit my family for about 4 days because if we do end up getting our visas and move, there'll be a lot going on and I won't get time with them. So that's like one of my priority items for next week as well. So I will keep you updated. Fingers crossed we get our call this week. I will let you know as soon as we do. But yeah, so far we are hoping that the documents that we supplied second time around, the financial documents that we went back with, we are really hopeful that that worked out. And if not, it wasn't meant to be. So hey, we will embrace life as it comes. All right, and I hope you do the same. Have a great night. Talk soon. Bye.